So Toolbox Creative is if you are talking about jelly green giants today in business, we are like the little sprout that hung out with the jelly green giants of business. We have been in business for 7 years as Toolbox Creative. There's 8 of us full-time in the office and several part-timers. And just this last year, we decided to join ClimateWise, and it's really shifted how we think about what we do in the green, and with sustainability. We think a lot more about sustainability than we do green. This definition came from Wikipedia, my favorite resource. And it's really how we sum it up. It's the concept of sustainability as much more of an than environmental protection. It's a positive concept that has much to do with achieving well-being for people and ecosystems as it has to do with reducing the ecological stress or environmental impacts. So we're all about doing both. But the first thing we did when we bought our office, we had it built about 4 years ago. We are in a what do you call it? When we have residential upstairs and commercial downstairs. So when we bought that space, we put in energy efficient appliances. We did CFL light bulbs. We did tankless water heaters. At the time, I had never heard of a tankless water heater. I thought it was just something they used in Sweden. We have the light bulbs everywhere, and we're trying to train everybody to shut down their computers at night. Most of us do it. A couple of my designers don't. So when you see the 2 owners of the company walking down around shutting down computers, it starts to sink in. We recycle everything we can get our hands on at our office. There's a couple people in my office who for some reason don't think recycling. So again, when they see the business owners walking around pulling their garbage out of their soda cans out of their garbage, it makes them think about maybe they should be doing it too. Social impacts is a big part of what we do. I'm a big believer in leaving the place a better place than you found it. So a couple of the things that we've done this year is we started a program called Art Lab Fort Collins. We team up with building owners in Old Town Fort Collins to use empty retail spaces as art spaces. And we've been doing this for almost a year now. We actually started in June of last year, but the thinking started in March. So we are currently using a space that's owned by Bohemian Foundation on Linden Street, right a couple doors down from Cafe Ardor. And we use it we just are the stewards of that space. It's free. Everybody who gets to use it just pays $20 maybe to pay for toilet paper. And it had all kinds of wonderful creative people using the space. And part of our reason for doing that was because we really saw a lot of artists who wanted to make a living as artists, couldn't figure out a way to do it. And as marketing people, we could help them do that. They couldn't afford to pay us to do it, so we decided to start Art Lab. Social impacts, too. One of the big things for me is giving back to our community by helping training the students in our community. We have interns from both CSU and UNC, and it's been great. It's great for us because we have wonderful interns in our office, and it's great for the students because they're actually getting some hands-on experience. We're trying to extend that out now. We have another group called Refresh Anoco, which is the marketing and design folks in Northern Colorado. We get together once a month. We have a gig tonight over at Catalyst Coffee at 5 o'clock called How Marketing Will Save the World, if you want to come over when you're done here. And we are trying to set up a program now that's going to match interns to nonprofits to agencies. So we're really trying to do this internship program for that group as well. Transportation is a big thing for us. My husband and I live out by Masonville. We carpool in almost every day of the week. Maybe once a month, once every 2 months, we take 2 cars to work, so that's been great. We have 3 bikes at our office. They're stored in the bathroom because it's the only place we have room for them right now, which is awesome because everybody sees them. Anybody's allowed to use them. But we also really try to walk or ride bikes to any meetings that we have, and where we run at a very fast pace, so having that 15 minutes to walk downtown sometimes is like, oh, I only have 2 minutes. But now almost everybody in our office is trained to stop, think, make the 15 minutes and walk or ride their bike. Monty even rides his skateboard around town, which is awesome. We too started composting. It actually started because we were at an event, I don't know where, and we saw the composting bin and went, oh, that's a great idea. You know what? We have lots of, primarily, our waste is paper and paper towels in the restrooms. And so we connected with our fine friends at Clean Air Composting just at the beginning of this year. We have the big bin at our office. It has cut down our garbage by 90% at our office. We throw almost nothing away anymore, some plastic here and there. We do try to recycle the styrofoam and everything as well. So that's been a big part of how we've changed things at our office too, and it's really cool seeing people think about it, food waste and everything else. So I'm really proud of that one. We do all of our purchasing and printing locally. Very rarely do we print outside of Fort Collins anymore. You know, once in a blue moon if we have something we can't get here. We try to print digitally when we can. There's a lot less off-gassing, a lot less paper waste. We are still big believers in printing. You know, we do a lot of social media as well, but print's still really important to a lot of our clients. So we use paper that is certified. We try to always buy the Forest Safe. I can't remember what the FSC stands for. And we buy, look, what is it?
Forest Stewardship Council.
There you go. Thank you. And then we use a lot of repurposed materials. We made our holiday cards this year out of stuff that was in our back room, pulled it out, made cards. So far, we've had 2 design books ask us to have these in their promo books for this year because it was such a cool card. And then climate-wise, that's our favorite thing for this year. It's really helped us think about what we're doing, shifting our thought process into how we can, even a little office like us can make a difference. And we are part of Be Local as well. We are big believers in buying locally. So that's it. Thanks, everybody.